favorite girl on TYMBM. That's Tame Your Mind, Your Body, and Your Money. So today we're going to be talking about, I'm going to be hitting all three aspects of it: your mind, your body, and your money. And I think the mantra really is, don't overcomplicate it. In short, don't complicate things. Let's not even talk about overcomplicating it. Don't complicate things. What do I mean by this? Keep it simple. Be boring. Boring is good because boring means you are consistent, right? And you're staying true to the course. So let me break it down, or let me put it, in words. So in other words, like if you are on a health, and fitness journey. So for example, you're like, oh, you know what? I want to be healthier. I want to, do things to make me feel better about my body, about the way I feel in the mornings or every day, and just things like that, right? You have to tell yourself that, okay, simplicity is key. And what do I mean by simplicity is key? You need to be diligent about, like when you go grocery shopping or you're trying to go buy whatever it is, right? Read labels. And when you turn the label around and you read it, first of all, if it's got like sugar, you don't want to be eating it, right? So just toss it. But more importantly, if it's got ingredients on the label that you can't even pronounce, or you're like, huh? What the heck is this? You really should not be eating it, because what are you really eating, right? If you don't even know what that is, you can't even pronounce it, it's like, what are you eating? Keep things simple. Simplicity is key. And when I say be boring, like, for example, if you want to lose weight, for those who are, looking to shed fat or, pounds or whatever it is, right? I kid you not. All you just need to do is just be boring. And what do I mean by that? Just do your cardio. If it's 40 minutes of cardio you do a day, and I don't care if that's walking, you're on the treadmill, you're on the elliptical, just some form of cardio. And then 2 to 3 meals a day. And those meals is like protein with a side of vegetables. And the protein could be anything from like chicken breasts to chicken thighs. The breast preferably because it's the leanest, right? But chicken breasts, chicken thighs, salmon, so fish, right? And kind of like, tuna, turkey, steaks, right? But a little bit, like 6 to 8 ounces of protein and vegetables. I kid you not, if you do that, so maybe in the morning you have your eggs, right? Maybe in the afternoon you have like maybe fish and vegetables, and maybe for dinner you have like chicken and vegetables. If you do this consistently, right, for 2 weeks, or even like if you can stretch it to a month, with the cardio and drinking tons of water, you will see the fat, the weight you'll just be shedding like no man's business. So, but you see how the meal is consistent, right? It's boring, because some people say, oh, boring, oh, I get too bored easily, I want to change up my diet. Me, I'm boring, or I'm a very boring person. I just stick to it, So, anyway, so that's one, is just keep things simple, right? Keep things simple. Don't overcomplicate the diet, the food, don't overcomplicate it. Just keep it simple. And you know what you're taking in, because good thing that goes in, good thing comes in. The second one is be true to yourself, right? Be true to yourself. Don't deceive yourself, because you know how they say, you're deceiving. Who are you deceiving? You're deceiving yourself. Yeah, because what you do in private will end up showing up in public. What do I mean by that? Maybe you are following this plan. So for example, this plan I just mentioned, do the cardio and eat, protein with vegetables. And maybe you have like an accountability partner, and you're like, okay, keep me accountable. But guess what? You're not really following the plan. Maybe in the evenings, you now go and have ice cream or cake. Or you'll be eating things that are not supposed to be on the plan, you go and eat rice, like tons of rice and all of that. And then at the end of the month or the 2 weeks, when you now weigh yourself, you're like, I've not lost any weight. In short, you will have even gained, And you're like, but I don't understand now, I followed the plan. Did you really follow the plan? Were you really following it? If you really, really, really are true to yourself, did you really follow the plan? And what you were doing in private, because no one was seeing you when you were eating the ice creams and the cakes and all that, but guess what? It has showed up in public now on this scale. Right? So be true to yourself. You're not deceiving anybody but yourself. So be true to yourself. Third one is be accountable and be responsible. What do I mean by this? Some people, maybe they're even 30 years old now, 35 years old, 40 years old, and they're still blaming their parents for their present situation. Do you understand? Maybe they're like, oh, if only daddy had, gotten all these opportunities when he was, much younger, maybe we'll be rich by now and I won't be in this state. Or, oh, if only mommy had, giving me nutritious food and healthy food, I'll not be this big, oh, maybe they blame every other person but themselves. Meanwhile, you are a grown-ass person. You're grown. These are grown people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, still blaming others. be accountable and be responsible. It is time to stop blaming others. I don't care what happened in your life or like, stop blaming others. Every day is a new opportunity for a fresh start. So just do it. The more you keep blaming others, you will continue to stay in that same spot. Stand still. You will not move. No movement. So stop blaming others. Take accountability for your life and take responsibility for your life. Where do you want to be? What kind of person do you want to be, right? And start to model those behaviors, right? If you come from an abusive, situation, or your father was never present or whatever, you as a man, and you're like, did I really like it when my dad was not present? No. Do I want to be present for my children? Yes. And you do that, right? You don't keep blaming your father. Oh, you were never present. So no, you say, okay, you know what? I don't want that. I will do this. I'll be present for my children. That's how it is. So it's keep things simple, be boring, okay, and be consistent and build on it. Be true to yourself, and then be accountable and responsible. Let's do this. We can do it, guys, right? We have it in us. We just need to muster up the courage to just like do it, put our foot down and say enough is enough. I need to change things around, okay? All right, guys. Thank you. Tame your MBM. We're here for this. Bye.